because Pantheon can just always ulti on top of you, and then Gnar runs you down and you would die. But up against the Wukong, as long as you ward pretty deep, it's really hard for him to ever reach you, and you have a really nice matchup.
Either word.
Oh, okay.
It's like bear and bear.
Oh, SkewMond. Vladi he's dead.
Vladi is not dead.
Oh.
Is dead. Is not. Is dead. First blood. First blood. Sorry, you're landing against Caps, bro. You're going to need a hall pass.
Yeah,
You don't have the best cross map here. Razork with an XP advantage. 3 cams.
Isn't on vision, but Soboro should be fine.
Soboro all in. Hunt back.
Realm Orb.
Realm Orb on the way up. SkewMond recognizing, I don't know if they can do anything to turn this. Broken Blade has been caught out and knocked down. Baited into a false sense of security by SkewMond being.
But Razork needs to be careful here. G2 are going to be able to pick up at least one grub, maybe even two. Looks like they're going to pick up both. With SkewMond holding the smite for the
will
second.
They make it out?
Oh, maybe they can't.
Nice wall to stop Vladi from moving in with the point and click CC. Root still connects. Eggs assault about to fade away, and SkewMond's going to be in trouble. One more hyper stack. The overload from Vladi. Gonna grab the kill and even up the gold in the mid lane. 2 kills now.
Buy himself so much time now. Another one? No way, no way, no way. Oh, he gets a save! Oh my god! And then Soboro goes again? No way. No, he doesn't.
Push now allowing them to move in and contest these Raptors. So little advantage is starting to snowball together. The monkey starts to spin. Cap's gonna lay down the wall. Bouncer to his own jungle. TF ulti trying now to get involved. Broken Blade off on the side has caught up Razork, but not before Razork gets a bit of damage down, forcing a flash back. Caps could be in trouble. Has the egg available. His upset's off on the side, but here comes Hansama. Vladi, Razork, and Lospa retreating. Everyone standing thus far. Slow there. Double flash is forced by the wall. The Defiance coming out from Lospa. The mantra E. Give them the movement speed to escape. Fnatic, in the end, losing a lot of flash. A situation where neither side is going to be able to rush Soul. We'll see what Soul it's going to be. Perhaps a decision Fnatic will regret. Cloud, big for both sides. Massive, honestly.
And it puts a lot of weight off of Upset's shoulders when he's always needed to be the one-man army.
Yep, very true. Although he has to be careful now if Caps does spot him out. Quick stun under Razork, a decent chunk of damage, but the clone nicely pays to body block a lot of that damage. But Razork has now gone a little bit too far. He gets burned out. Not enough respect paid to the wall. Needed to back up sooner. Thought there might have been. Bjergsen ain't got no MSI trophy, does he?
To be fair, I remember the most memorable Anivia game.
That's true. That's true. When he brought it back,
Because JoJo was...
it's a very winnable game. It's very close. But I just get nervous the later we go into a G2 game.
Yeah, they're contesting on mid now, though.
Ooh.
Realm Warp.
They're warping the realms. The Caps is already ready with the wall. Vladi the only one to go, and immediately they're going to try to re-engage. Caps trying to make a ball. Razork so quick to pull the trigger. 2 quick spins. I shouldn't have doubted him. Fnatic out for blood. The Herald charge perfectly timed now for the follow-up. A double kill for Upset. Fnatic playing like demons.
And Fnatic, they break the game open. They take the mid tower. They take down Caps and SkewMond despite them trying to flash out. That's true. So it's like...
So really, it's a time-honored tradition for the Hall of Legends. As Soboro, I don't think you win this 1v1 anymore, my guy. The period of poke with the boomerang is coming to a close. That man has actual items. Trying to get angry as fast as he can, but he's no.
Upset is here.
Oh no. That guy's mid laner's Hall of Legends, by the way. All right. Ulti coming down, that's the Grand Starfall follow-up play is here. Fnatic thought they had the angle, G2 firing back, Upset able to escape. Comet Spear, almost taking down Upset. Clone from Razork waiting over the wall as he's desperate to finish off this red buff. Labrov moving in with the Ultra Mega Fire Kick. But
the Mega Gnar on the jungle camps now, so he's in prime position.
TP
behind.
Realm Warp in. That's an angry Gnar. Looking for revenge. SkewMond forced back. Soboro on the flank. Nice stun from Caps to deny the initial engage. Another follow-up piece of CC to stop the Gnar from getting in. Soboro trying to take over. Fnatic using the threat of the Gnar to force all of G2 back and pick up kills in the meantime.
And this is clean from Fnatic. They just recognize how they're stronger if they can get the initial engage with Soboro on the flank. That's 2 kills, and that's going to be Nash. All Broken Blade can get is this tier 2 and bot. Maybe they can get the Dragon as well. Now the question is, Fnatic, that was clean. But with the fact that you're going for the Nash instead of the Dragon, you need to execute this Nash play really cleanly, World.
Razork's body is telling him that he has to smite this. He has to risk the 50-50.
It's fine. This is good pressure. As long as Razork doesn't die. He's not dying. It's good. This is good. They're playing mid-top. They're going to get the top tower.
He's trying to posture and threaten, hoping to zone Fnatic away. No cannon there. help keep the push going. But 30 seconds left on the Baron, needs one more wave. G2 know it, so they use the culling to force Fnatic back. As long as they kill this cannon minion, they can likely keep that tier 2 standing, but Hansama already chunked. Ulti out onto Vladi. Do they have enough damage to lock him down? It looks like the answer is yes. Grand Starfall coming in. Vladi taken out of the equation. Shut down, going to SkewMond. Now Soboro on the chase. Fnatic feel like they have to go in for more. Upset. Arcane shift over the wall. Wants to keep the fight going. Eyes on Soboro. Can the Gnar make the difference? No! G2 outspacing. Outmaneuvering in the fight. The Mega Gnar getting absolutely nothing done. Finally knocks 2 back, but Upset is now in trouble as Hansama continues to march in. Mystic shots landing. Upset versus the world, but he's not enough in the face of G2. All 5 members survive.
G2, how do they keep getting away with it? This Nash play was so clean by Fnatic, but they get caught and they want to try to go for the redemption kills, and it's a full disaster for them. This goes into the egg. Hansama lives on 100 HP, and then Upset gets stunned, into stunned again. And despite the fact that he arcane shifts forward, even if he
No flash, we can kite this, he's griefing. I'm having Hex something on Ezreal. Ezreal, I reach. Okay, come on.
I mean, incredibly well called. Like, it was just some
incredibly high Nash damage. G2 currently holding on to position, but ignoring the mid wave. I do wonder if Fnatic could just Realm Warp onto Broken Blade. He has no flash, but they want to Realm Warp with mid instead.
Realm Warp in, Hansama sliding, gliding, trying to get a little bit more done. Spin coming through on a SkewMond. That's going to be the jungler deleted right as the fight kicks off, but he has the GA, and now it's Broken Blade on the flank. Instantaneous lock up onto Vladi, blocked by the Mikhails, and now it's SkewMond in trouble.
Vladi?
Flash forward for Vladi! Vladi! In the face of destruction, finds the angle, and it's Upset to follow through. No one would flash forward there, but just barely manages to make it work. But instead, it's the damage of the Twisted Fate, evening things up, finding the kill, and now it's Soboro versus Caps. Lospa there to empower him. The Mini Gnar believing he has what it takes, but the stuns are there for Caps. It's so damn close.
Oh, Soboro not able to catch Caps. This is worth for Fnatic. I think you give the Nash, you take the Soul, you have so good wave clear with the Ryze, with the Ezreal. I think the worst you lose is the mid tier 2 and the top tier 2. If you don't lose an inhibitor, this is incredibly worth for Fnatic. But if G2 can open up 2 inhibs, they can kind of checkmate the game going into Elder with the fact that Broken Blade has so much backdoor.
What if we gave a champion more money for doing a thing that they already wanted to do? I like it. Realm Warp in though, kicking the fight off. Excellent blast cone to try and split the fight, but now it's Caps who's isolated. Rocket Belt back, looking for the stun. Vladi, quick flash over. And now it's going to be Caps falling. The Baron play stymied. Broken Blade teleporting forward in the bottom lane, trying to keep the push up because Fnatic recognized the weakness in G2, breaking open their base, setting their eyes on the inhibitor line, and perhaps pushing for even more.
Soboro basing here to defend the bot side. Broken Blade did as well. It's only going to be the mid inhibitor, but that's
together. If anyone splits off, they'll be dead.
With the Cloud Soul. Yeah, they're so fast. Maybe without Cloud Soul, Caps' flank would work here, but it's Grand Starfall.
Grand Starfall.
But you can't reach them. Even with the Ghost, Broken Blade can't reach them.
Finally going to land. It's only going to connect onto Razork. Hansama now culling down, but the wall is there. There's no more play to be had.
They're just too fast. This is the power of the Cloud Soul. Any other Soul there, and G2 gets a fight. And then you have kind of a stalemate situation going. Or we just fight in mid lane.
Walking in, slow coming forward from Lospa. Did flash for that. Gold card now there for G2 as they try to burn through Lospa, just barely living. Soboro hopes to flash over the wall. Broken Blade off on the side, can do big damage, but Fnatic, I think you lost out on this one. It's time to retreat. Nope, it's time to go back in for round 2. All in onto Broken Blade. Razork starting to spin. SkewMond with the Aegis Assault living for a damn long time, just barely surviving. Still has the GA. Fnatic has to be careful not to overcommit. Broken Blade waiting over the wall. Knocked back in. Upset. Takes the opportunity to dive forward. Ulti across the back line. True Shot Barrage hitting like a truck. Upset continuing to march in, as is Razork. G2 on the ropes, but peeling back as best they can. Upset taking down Hansama.
Fnatic, I think they've done it. They've taken down 2 members. They're 5 versus 3. Caps is still up and available. The wave is super low. If Caps can get to base, he can clear this.
They can't let Caps back into his fountain. Fnatic poised to end the game. Fnatic poised to take game 1 against G2. The old rivalry's paying off. Grabs winning out in game 1. Caps nowhere to go. Fnatic taking game 1 with confidence. It was back and forth, but in the end, they find the victory.
And this was clean from Fnatic. They had a few mishaps, a few oopsies, but overall, watching this, it didn't feel like G2 was just off. It felt like Fnatic was on. They were locked in.
Sidelines with Soboro. Congratulations on the win. First game had a big impact as Gnar. I wanted to call out something you said in game. You talked a little bit about Capstan obviously getting inducted to the Hall of Legends. Would you remind me something along the lines of what you said?
I mean, yeah, and we don't have pressure and we just play on ourselves. Yeah.
Okay, you're humble. Obviously, I'm calling you out here, but it's okay. Running into Broken Blade in the Twisted Fate, is it something you expected here? Did you have any fear running in Gnar? Like, obviously, he built up a big gold lead, but how did you feel?
I think Broken Blade is really good top laner on EU, but maybe this game I play on early game is kind of good, better than him. Yeah, but he played well on mid game and late game. Yeah. So.
Okay, humble. Congratulations on the win.